Thank you, Gupta Sahab, for giving me this opportunity to interact with this August gathering through web. My sincere thanks to Farid Sahab, to whom I just listened, and Somani ji. This is an opportunity that has been given to me, and you know well that as you outlined that I have worked all across in the field itself. And being a banker, I do visualize this budget from banking angle that what are the opportunities has been given to the bankers to increase its vertical, to increase its portfolio, to increase its working and reaching to the people. See, this is a very bold budget, you can say. Post pandemic, we were never given any kind of signal that we are on the defending mode. Rather, this budget is giving us our offending mode, and we have taken it very in a right earnest. The entire budget, you will see, is situated on six pillars. So, for a banker, the pillars, out of all those pillars, I do find a lot of opportunities which has been given to explore at. सबसे पहले, the first thing is that the health and well-being was taken post-pandemic as the priority. Infrastructure is the secondary thing, and the third is the major or micro changes which had been done in the financial system in order to invigorate this and to increase the efficiency of the banking system. Health and well-being is one of the sunrise sector where it has never looked back, and by allocation of a budget of sufficient amount of 2,23,000 lakhs of budget, this health sector is going to grow further. And we as a lender, we as a banker, will definitely explore the opportunities, not from the financing to the corporate, rather how it will be affecting the reach of the people to the health sector in rural area and different structure which government will be creating. We will be having enough and good opportunities for the small traders, for the small MSME, and at the same time lending to the corporate borrower and giving the finance money available, make available to them. Because the liquidity is very good in the banking system or in the entire economy system. It has been further leveraged, and banks which are having certain constraints, they have been well capitalized. Another 20,000 crores of capital is likely to be infused. And this decision has also been taken that two of the banks will be privatized. So with all these exemplary steps which has been taken, will definitely give the another wheel or more wheels to bank to go ahead. This Atmanirbhar Bharat for this manufacturing sector and for the sector which will be contributing directly to the growth of the economy, and identifying the people, a global champion, not only for the country, uh, to make them identified for the global, being a global champion in 13 sectors, will definitely increase the MSME also, because at the same time it has been linked with the performance in production incentive. That means an MSME who will produce and who they will be meeting out the supply chain and the demand of the market by their produce in order to nurture the country's requirement, they will be incentivized. So those incentive will definitely give a further kind of uh, ease for the bankers to identify the sector and to uh, support them, to hold their hand to go ahead, and that will reduce the challenges what we banker have faced pre-pandemic, as Farid Saab was pointing out after 2015. That will definitely get reduced, and that will make it us for easy. It is easy to go into the field. So this is the sector that MSME, Atmanirbhar Bharat project, and other things will come into the picture. Then another in infrastructure, I will say this DFI is there. The DFI and allocation of the budget of 20,000 crore for DFI and more than 5 lakh crore for infrastructure will give this further lending opportunity, because in the past we have burnt our finger mainly in infrastructure funding, because of on two front. One, the non-completion of the infrastructure, non-identification of the viable project. all those projects will be having the extra leverage now from the funding, and the DFI will come into picture where we can take indirect stake also. So there will be an expert group of infrastructure financer, and in those projects also bank can also participate, maintaining their asset liability in a perfect position. So MSME, infrastructure, sunrise sector, all these windows have now been opened for the banker so far the lending is concerned. Now, in order to tackle the bad assets, as it is now ARC and AMC, the last discussion was going on, and I heard Farid Saab that it will be a kind of professional management, those who will be taking care of the bad assets, apart from creating of the bad bank, which was much expected, and that has come now into picture. So the apprehension what we were carrying while lending will definitely be taken care of, the bad debts which has been accumulated in our banking portfolio, although the provision coverage ratio of all the banks have improved. But if that will be taken care, and from one point, if it will be negotiated and dealt with, probably that will ease us from doing the growth business. We will be able to put our bank on the growth path. So that has also been taken care of. Similarly, NCLT, I will say that alternate resolution mechanism apart from NCLT's resolution has also been explored. So it is giving another ray of hope for resolving all the bad debts, bad asset. So bank has been taken care of from both the angle to put the banking and put the economy on the growth trajectory by leveraging the bank's ability to do so. At the same time, simultaneously tackling the bad assets to make them free from worry, all those things. And all these will be taken together. Banking will have to play a very vital role in order to make this budget a very successful budget. And role of the bankers are important.